In this video, I'm going to show you the Bold and Bright Crayola construction paper crayons. They are brand new for 2022. Can you believe it's 2022? I'm like, it's like almost the middle of 2022. Crayola has always had construction paper crayons. They were never named, but they named these crayons this time, so that's really exciting. And we have 24 instead of 16 construction paper crayons. And the other really cool thing is they added Crayola to this box. Crayola came out with the Colors of Kindness box in 2021, and now they've added to this box. So I wonder if they're going to add Crayola to the standard 24 box, which they got rid of Dandelion, and now they're going to add Crayola. We'll see. Hopefully, that would be really cool if they did. It's a really pretty color, similar to Dandelion, if you will. We're going to swatch these crayons, and we're going to color them on dark and light paper because that's what they advertise, and they look really good on either one. And we're going to go over the names. I'm Jenny from Jenny's Crayon Collection. I help you guys find the coolest art supplies for whatever project you're doing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and you can find out all about the coolest crayons. I have so many crayons on here. I have a whole playlist. You can go look at all the crayons I have, and there are so many cool ones, so many old ones and new ones, and these are brand new this year in 2022. I'll leave a link below on where to get them. You can get them from Walmart right now in 2022, and next year in 2023 they should be available on Amazon and Target and all these other stores. Depending on when you watch this video is where you're going to be able to find them. Here's our Bold and Bright construction paper crayons. On the back here it says Crayola Bold and Bright construction paper crayons are vivid crayon colors especially formulated to pop on dark paper. Also works on paper bags, cardboard, and more. What we're going to do is we're going to start on white paper, see the colors. Unfortunately, my computer's acting up. It's in the shop. I don't usually take my computer to the shop, but today I did. The fans are going crazy, just everything. I'm like, okay, just get it fixed so it works for another year or two. I tried to buy a new one earlier this year. It was just so pricey because of everything was back ordered and whatnot. So I was like, okay, just get it working. I tried the other day and it wasn't working what I was trying to do. So hopefully it'll work. I don't have a swatch sheet because I couldn't print anything off this morning. So that's where we're at with that. Where I'm just going to sort these really fast for you guys, so that way we can get going on this. And then we kind of see what colors are in here. Let's see. I took pictures of these already this morning, so that I like taking pictures when they are brand new to show you guys, so that way the tips are nice. I'm like, what is peach? Peach isn't quite red. It's not quite yellow. But who knows? Okay, we're into our greens. So they did put Crayola in here. I feel like they took out the color names are all, I'll show you in just a second. They are all the regular crayon names, which is very interesting because I thought they would have renamed them, but they are based on a standard Crayola crayon box, but the colors are different. So do we call this like black one or black construction paper crayon? Who knows? But so I'm just gonna do the squares and then I am going to write the name. So on this one, just draw my squares out. I like to layer them. I found this is really nice paper to layer them on because crayons can be super nice. You just have to know how to work them. So now I'm getting my layering on this top corner. We don't need to as much down here. Like, see, you can get a really good consistent color. I don't know how good, like, if you try to put marker or anything on top, it probably wouldn't work. But so we've got our layering going on there. This one is red violet. So that means that the violet is the dominant color there because red is the modifier on that one. And then this one is maroon, I believe. Yeah, it's been quite the day. The computer hasn't worked. I was supposed to have my house sprayed for bugs, and then they didn't show up, and I was like, what is this? Like, nobody wants to do anything today. my computer's in there. He won't call me back. I'm like, you know, at least I have a new box of crayons, right? So my other video that I had done, I was like, Saturday morning, I was going to edit it for you guys and get it uploaded. I had it all done. And then, and I had it all done. And then, like, I went just to edit it and my computer fan was acting up. And I was like, okay. I had bought these fans off of Amazon like a month ago and I hadn't installed them yet. And I was like, okay, I'm going to install them. And this paper, sorry to distract from my story, but this paper is really nice because it has like that tooth on it, so you really can get the crayon color, the vibrancy of the crayons. I really like it. I feel like on the smoother paper it doesn't grip the crayon as nicely sometimes. So these are just by regular crayon colors, but it doesn't grip it as well, so then it's harder to see the color. Anyway, onto my computer. So I was like, I have had these fans for a while and I knew that they were acting up. So I'd bought some new parts, but I just hadn't taken the time to install them. So Saturday when my computer was acting up again, I was like, okay, I'm going to for sure install these fans so my computer can work, right? I was like, oh, this will be super easy because I just changed out my graphics card. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was having so many computer problems where I couldn't upload because it was taking like hours just to do simple things with my graphics card. So I finally changed that and it's been like a life changer since, which has been super nice. But then the other issue now is the fans were also kind of going out. So I had bought these fans and I was like, I'll just replace them. So I started taking the computer out and, you know, it seemed pretty simple. And then I realized it had the wrong connection. So instead of 3 pins, it was 4 pins on the new fan. My old connection was 3. So it's like, okay, whatever. I'll just put the old fans back in and maybe they'll still work. So I go to do that. I could not get them working again. They sounded so weird. It sounded like the computer was going to blow up. And I was like, that's probably not a smart idea to use them like that with them all weird. So I was like, okay, I turned it off. I tried like 3 or 4 times to turn this computer back on, and I was confused about the airflow. And then I kept stripping off some of the connections, like it wouldn't turn anymore because the screw was too tight. Anyway, it was just not a fun day. So I was like, I am going to call this local place, see if they have the connectors. They didn't, but I had the fans and they know how to put them on to the motherboard, which I didn't know. If I had known that, maybe I would have just been like, okay, whatever, let's do that for right now. But anyway, my coolant is like old too. So I was like, and that's the thing I stripped. So I was like, I might as well just replace everything right now. And then hopefully the computer will work for another like 3 or 4 years without issues. I do have to get a new hard drive because video takes like so much space on my computer. So I have to do that. But I'm like, that's super easy. I feel like that was just plug and play. Like you just get a new drive and you put it in there. But I'm so done with computer problems. I was so mad. And then the bug guys didn't show up today. So today's just been like not a good day. But I got a new box of crayons. These are construction paper, which they have not labeled construction paper crayons in the past. So we'll have to compare these to the other colors that we have. Let's see, orange. I do have now available for purchase for all the Crayola crayons. You can get like all the boxes, like, and be able to swatch them. I do have the 120 that is free, but I will leave those links below. I have not updated this one in here, but if you buy it, I will send you an update. Or if you are a member on my YouTube, that also will get an update. I'll update it, and then I will also like do a single page as soon as my computer works again. And I can use it. But for now, you get this. But I'll leave all those links below so you can get all these swatch charts. And then you can swatch them and because it's so nice to know what colors are coming in. I can't wait to see these on the regular paper. Oh, I should have angled it. So it's interesting that they got rid of Dandelion, but then they made this Crayola crayon, right? This one is Crayola, which seems to be a little bit like Dandelion to me. So is that what they did? They just renamed? I don't think so. I think I compared this and it was slightly different. But I'm super excited that they made this crayon color. It's a color we need. But these seem to be normal, but maybe, I don't know, I haven't colored with the other ones in a while, so maybe they are a little more silky. I don't know. Okay, so we just have one more on this row, and then we will start the next row. Anyway, so I did a video on ink tints that is super, like, it was one of my favorite videos to do in a long time. It did take 2.5 hours to film, so I thought, oh, I can just edit on my phone, but my phone, you can't speed it up as much as you can on the computer, and I'd already done enough editing that it wasn't going to be worth it. Like, it would have just been, because I did enough editing that it just wouldn't have been worth the time. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait. I'll be patient, even though I don't want to be patient. So these are the colors so far. They're really pretty. We'll also do this on the dark paper, so we can see what the dark paper looks like. I need to get some high quality dark paper too, I feel like. I know Durant has a new one coming out. I don't know if it's available yet. I should probably ask them. Okay. This is a pretty color, right? This one is just regular green. I have to keep them in order because I want to be able to do it in the same order when I do it on the dark paper. But I love doing this gradient because it really shows you how to use the crayons. Oh, maybe I should have switched it up. Okay, I'm going to switch that up for next time on the dark one. I have been watching Stranger Things. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but I have now that Running Up the Hill song in my head. Da, 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 da. Okay, I won't sing for you guys. I don't. I know some of you have asked for music. I'm like, should I do it? Should I not? It's just this complicated thing. I'm like, I need to get my computers in a row before I add more. Oh, this is supposed to be not blue. R-E-E-N. Okay, whatever. That's a pretty color. I just love how this paper, like I said, I know I've said it a few times, but I love how this paper picks up the crayon a lot better than regular printer paper or even coloring book paper. Really, paper really affects your art supplies. If you're using bad paper, you could be using the best art supplies and they look really bad because they're not nice. Cerulean. Okay. Let's see. This is pretty. This is beautiful. This next one is Indigo. It looks like a purpley color to me. I don't know about you guys. Indigo. So we don't have a violet blue, but this is blue violet. So blue is a modifier, so it's more purpley than blue. It took me a while to figure that out. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. Because to me, it would make sense that the dominant color would be first. But I guess if you're using it like as an adjective, then that's why. Next. So these crayons, they do look like a different color. So I don't know if that, like I said, will look. I don't know if I have a regular 24, but I do have the Colors of Kindness. But oh, I don't know if they were like a standard box. I should have all of these like a regular standard 24. So Violet. These are easy, just regular crayon colors. We have our black. So the black, like it almost looks gray on it, but it's coming out black, like, which is interesting on the paper. Very interested to see how black comes out on black paper. You probably won't be able to see it. How a lot of the like darker colors will come out on the black paper. Okay. It's probably like white on white paper, right? You really can't see white on white paper. I can kind of see it. There we go. Here is the black paper. So I'm going to move it at an angle. I forgot to for the last one. It's a lot easier sometimes for you guys to see when it's at an angle. I just forgot. So I think, yeah. So this is it. We'll see how good this is. I also have some that I will be doing soon, some Korean markers that I bought, all of them. And this paper does not have as much grip as the other one did, but you can still see it. I feel like when it doesn't have as much grip, it doesn't work as well. Like the pigment from the crayon doesn't pick up as well, but I think that's picking up really good. I feel like the super lighter colors, like the whites and like this kind of color, will pick up a lot better. This is violet red. But it is a lot different. So we're, oh, I accidentally grabbed 2 sheets of paper. That's the violet red on there. So you can see like the difference in the color that comes onto this page. Yeah, that one almost looks white compared to that like really pinkish color right there. See how the red looks. I feel like my whatever they were are turning into longer. That's nice. Red orange. That one almost looks, it loses some of its orangey on here. It looks more whitish. So peach. So the construction paper crayons were actually never named, so this is really cool, and they were only available in 16 before. You can see yellow, orange. That's what's really cool about them now, is now they're available in different colors. I'm just keeping this by like its counterpart so we can kind of see what the colors are. It'd be really cool if they had markers and pencils that match this, but the Crayola colors don't match up all the time, unfortunately, as I have a video about that. The new Crayola. So now we have Crayola in Colors of Kindness and in this new box. So does that mean that we're going to get Crayola in the 24? Who knows? And they'll take out that spring green. I'd be fine with it if that's what they did. Okay, we have yellow green. Now we start back up at the top. I will move this You can see, oh, you won't be able to see that comparatively. Maybe I'll just have to like bring it down as I do it. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. I'll just bring it down as I do it. So you can see the comparison between the two. Then I'm going to do blue-green next, which is actually that one. Oh, but then when I'm further down the page, it'll be harder to see. I don't know what the best way to do this is. And our next color is going to be cerulean. Okay, the next one is going to be blue. So these are looking, especially those two are looking the same on the paper. Okay. Our next one is beautiful. Oh, I almost did indigo. That's All right, I don't know if we're gonna have the same, so that's what indigo looks like. I'll show you after what it looks like on the white. Let's see, indigo. So that's what it looks like on white, that's what it looks like on black. So we're really seeing some iridescence, I think, in these lighter color, these darker colors, which I'm surprised that we are able to see them, because sometimes you put darker colors on paper and it doesn't, but they put special effects in them, then that's why we will see them. So that's blue violet on that color, and on the white, on the black, then on the white. So we are seeing some, like I said, some iridescence going on. Okay, that's violet on here and violet on here. And then I think, let's see, do we have enough? Yep, barely enough. So that's brown here. That's a big rectangle. Okay, then we're on to gray right there. And we'll see what black looks like. I'm very anxious to see black. So I've been using a lot of like, oh yeah, I just used all the, what is it called? Ink tints the other day. So gray looks definitely a little bit lighter up here. Let's see black. Nope, you can't see black. So it's, I didn't think I would be able to. You can kind of see it a little bit, but not a lot. Which is actually probably a good thing that you can't really see it. 'Cause black, you want it to be a black color. It is a little shiny through. And then white, we're actually going to be able to see white. See? But anyway, I was using Inktense and they spell gray, Grey. So I was like getting used to that for a while. That is one of the things when I am doing art supplies, I'm like, oh, how are they spelling gray today? I think sometimes you just do it how you want to do it. This is on the white paper. This is on the black paper. We can see most of these except for our black, of course. And on here we can see most of them except for our white, which is normal. I did try to see if I could see colors of kindness to see if they were the same, but they did not. This box has a lot of random crayons. It's not the standard box. And I do not have the standard box out, so we'll go to this page. And you can see already right here, can you tell how this is like a shinier, this is just regular printer paper, and it just doesn't get the same grip. So even looking at this red, look at this red, and then look at this red. Like it looks a lot nicer on here because I use nicer paper. You can actually print on this paper. I'll leave the link to this paper below. Here we have my box of 120. Unfortunately, I have a box of 20 somewhere, but I don't keep them out because I've told you guys before that I don't keep my crayons out because the boxes will fade. So I don't keep a lot of them out. So we have a red. Let's try like an orange color also. Okay, we're going to try this red orange because I cannot find the orange. So let's just give it a comparison. Actually, I'll probably do it on this paper so we can look at them right next to each other. So this is like a regular red crayon. If I was drawing it on here. So you see how there's like, they're a different formula. Like you cannot read that. You can't read that red. And then this would be the red orange. That one actually, you can, that one looks nice-ish on here. So some of them, but this one definitely looks a lot more chalky. You can read it a lot better than the other ones. So they do have a different formula. All of these crayons that make them, you know, unique. So these are our crayons. They are definitely pretty. It is a new box. I don't know, we might have to be like red, violet, construction paper or something, but they're also called bold and bright. I don't know what to call these, but they're definitely different as we saw from the other colors, even though they have the same color name. Now I'm like kind of wishing they had named it different, but now I'm glad they did because then they're the equivalent to the other color. And we looked and we saw that they're pretty much equivalent to the 120 crayons. It's probably just the paper difference that makes this one look so much nicer. And I should really redo my 120 swatch chart so you guys can see that. But what do you guys think of this? You can get these at Walmart right now. They should be at Walmart in 2022. And then if you're looking for these in 2023, usually they release them to Walmart first. And then they release them to other stores. And so in 2023, you should be able to find them at most retailers. But in 2022, your best bet will be get these at Walmart. Let me know which color is your favorite. Do you like the new Crayola? I hope they introduce it in the 24. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.